Sometimes you share the most amazing brewing stories with me. In this mini-series, I will share them with you. Today's story is from Canada about this Munich Helles who, spoiler alert, won the competition, and also why it has to do with one of my older videos. Nice, yes, let's kick it. I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and homebrewing. Story time, let's go. Did you know that the match is a Swedish invention? Just saying. So the beer and, of course, the story was kindly sent to me from Andre from Canada, and shipping cost a lot, so thank you very much. And speaking of money, this video is sponsored by Randy. Thank you. Let's get the beer into the glass and share the story. Nice hiss on the opening. And this beer is called My Neighbor's Helles. Highly carbonated beer. Nice little 2-finger whitehead. This is a Spiegelau Pilsner glass. Link down below to my Amazon storefront where I try to put this. Has a slight haze to it. Extremely carbonated, I must say. Pushing up that head. A little bit of lemony, honey. Really nice. Cheers. Some sweetness. You really get that lager flavor. Yeah, nice. My Neighbor's Helles, 4.9%. Let's get into Andre's story. Andre also sent this Newfoundland and Labrador craft brewery passport. So I'm guessing he wants me to visit. Hello, Dr. Hans. Thanks for taking the time to read my letter. Thank you, Andre. My name is Andre and I am from Newfoundland, Canada. I was born in Germany. The Helles. Okay, I was born in Germany but moved to Canada with the military and stayed. The reason why I started homebrewing was my wife always complaining about me spending too much money at the liquor store on beer. The price in our province for one 473 milliliter beer is around 550 Canadian. That size, for you who count in birds and stones. Säger det, hur mycket 550 Kanada-dollar i US-dollar? 550 Canadian would be 4.08 US dollars. That is expensive. And to compare it, here in Sweden you could get a good Czech lager for about 1.65 US dollars. So that is some expensive beers, because he said he was into lager. I already read the note. Continue with the story, doctor. Come on. Just before Christmas 2020, I started watching homebrew videos and came across your channel. I hope you weren't too disappointed, Andre. I know my channel sucks. On Christmas Day, my wife gave me the best gift ever, a Grainfather G30 with some extras to start brewing beer. That's a keeper, Andre. I bet you already knew that. My first beer was a lager. Lagers are my favorite. My neighbor was excited to make some beers as well, but then COVID happened. And we were limited to who we can visit. In February 2021, I came across a video post from our local homebrew Facebook group. They announced a brew competition in May of 2021. We can enter any beer style under the BSCP guidelines. The 4 winners of the competition will get their beer brewed by our local brewery and sold Newfoundland wide. That's an awesome prize. And 4 winners, I wonder how big that competition was. Searching the history of the brewer, I found that they never had a Munich Helles in their lineup of beers, and I decided to make this style. I saw my neighbor across the street and asked him if he wanted any part of it. He replied, yes, of course. That was all okay, but the problem was still COVID. My neighbor, his name is Wally, could not really help me with the brewing, but that did not matter. I brewed a Munich Helles with Pilsner, some Victory and some flaked oats for head retention. I will not start bitching right now, but let me get back into that, because we're talking about something that is really important to me to get good head here. So yeah, back to the story. I used Hallertauer Mittelfru hops. So I'm guessing I'm picking up that like lemony, fruity flavor. I used 2 packs of 3470. Cold crashed and kegged it. 1 week before the competition, I bottled the full keg and gave 1 bottle to a friend of mine who also owns a brewery. He told me the beer was good, but did not have enough carbonation. This had a lot of carbonation, Andre. I researched why, and I couldn't figure out why. Stepping out of the story, you should have checked your carbonation level before bottling. And if you found that you are losing a lot of carbonation when bottling, you should overcarb the beer just a little bit. But so the beer was already bottled, what could Andre do? Then I came across your video on how to brew a lager in 3 days. That was an extreme experiment, of course, but yes, I started the new brew and took your advice on pressure fermented 30 psi. I'm glad that you gave that a chance. I've talked a lot about pressure fermentation here on my channel, and I have put up several of Q&A videos about pressurized fermentation. I will link to that playlist down below, and also to the video, of course, that Andrew mentions here. I started a new brew and took your advice on pressure fermented 30 psi. The beer was fermented out in 3 days, cold crashed on day 4 and 5, kegged on day 6, forced carbonated the keg and added gelatin. Cold again for 1 day, bottled on day 7 and sent it to the competition. To improve the content. I'm always trying to overcompensate here for my bad content. On May 15th, all entries were judged and our brew was one of the 4 winners. Good job. November 2021, my neighbor and I went to our brewery and brewed a 350 liter pilot batch and decided to call the beer My Neighbor's Helles. 350 liter pilot batch? Give me your honest thought about that. It was then sold at the brewery's tap room. In May 2022, we brewed the big batch, almost 8,000 liters. 2 months later, it was canned and sold in stores. And here I have one of the cans. I have one of the glasses with the beer from the can from the big batch. Right? As a thank you for this awesome video of yours, I send you this can, a can from another local brewery, and a little something. Thanks again, enjoy and cheers, Andre and Wally. And this is the other can he sent. And this is from Dildo Brewing Company and Museum. I better check out that brewing company. Have you heard of them? Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you are from Newfoundland. I do have a lot of Canadian viewers. This is the Dry Ice Export Lager, 6% alcohol. You have some more information here on the back of the can of the Munich Helles. But after that, we need to get into getting good head. The collaboration. This is year 4 for Quidi Vidi Brewers collaboration with the new fermenters. We hold a brewing competition and then a bottle share. It's a chance for the community to hang out and sample each other's brews. This is My Neighbor's Helles by Andre Rachel and Wally Meady. Sorry if I destroy your names. I'm trying as good as I can here with my English. English, as you hear, is not my native tongue. Andre also sent me a hoodie, which I of course should have worn in this video. I know, stop hitting the dislike button. And here on the catwalk you can see the doctor wearing the awesome hoodie. Can you give us a spin, doctor? And the audience goes wild. As you hear, this is not a channel you want to subscribe to. It's much better that you go to and subscribe to someone else's channel instead, but I do appreciate a thumbs up and a nasty comment down below. So let's talk a little bit about getting good head. And also, I will link down below to the breweries mentioned and also to the recipe of the My Neighbor's Helles, which Andre kindly shared with me, both in Beer XML and in PDF form. So you can go and download that if you want to check it out. Thank you, Andre. Andre mentioned that he used flaked oats for head retention. In my experience, oats is a head killer, really. So I would suggest using wheat instead of oats. If you are allergic to wheat or were sensitive to gluten, you could use dextrin malt also to bump up the head retention. What is your experience with using oats? Comment down below. Mine is that oats does not give good head. Do you have an amazing brewing story and a beer to share for me to share in this mini-series? Don't be a stranger, you'll find my contact information down below. A big shout out also, of course, to my Patreon and channel members for all your support. See you behind the scenes. As usual, I'm recording content straight after this video for you. If you haven't watched the 3-day lager video, where I also sent out 2 beers to 2 friends in the UK, also sent them some special Swedish candy, you should go and check out that one. And if you've seen that already, maybe this one will fit you better. We can try to hit any of these 2 buttons.